All right, so today I'm going to be talking about day number 2 of my journey with this two indicators that I created. One of them, market flow, this one right here, and candle speed indicator. Okay, and this is day number 2 of using these two indicators specifically, and only these two, to get to a payout with a straight to funded Tradeify account. If you go to the first video, the account number is this one right here, 6622. Okay, a funded account with Tradeify is the only one that I have selected over here on TradeZilla. And so now we're gonna go to yesterday's on the yesterday's April 7th. Okay, I ended up winning $132. Remember, I'm trading like 3 micros. So let's go over the trades. Okay, now we'll go over the trade and see why I enter and whatnot. Okay. So the first one, it was this one right here. Okay. And if we go to a strategy, let's see. I didn't add a strategy on this one. Let's see. What time did I enter? Okay. Put this in 15-minute chart, which is what I trade from. This was at, what time was this at? May 7 at 09. Okay. 09 on May 7 on 09. Go here on trading view on the right side. I say this candle right here. I entered on this candle. Okay. So apparently it was not based on the market flow strategy. So maybe on candle speed indicator. Where's my stuff? So let's mark this candle over here, 09. Okay, enter somewhere over there. Let's see the candle speed. Okay, so there it is on the candle speed signal. Okay, I entered over here. So I entered over here, but then I was up for a little while, and then it went back against me, and I got out on this candle right here. That's why I closed it, because I was actually up in this trade. Let me add the strategy to it though. Now that I'm here. Candles. Oh yeah, it's already there. Why is it not showing it? What the? Oh yeah, it is candle speed. Never mind. So yeah, I entered over here. The first one, and then it went against me, and I got out. Okay. Entered over here on this alert and got out. All right. So that's the first trade. Okay. Let's go to the second trade. Second trade was a loss. What strategy was it? Trailing stop entries. Trailing stop entries is from the market flow indicator. Okay. So we go to market flow, switch it back. This one was at, what time was this? 15 minute chart. 1445. Okay, 1445 is this one right here. Okay, the logic behind this entry, 1445. This one right here. Okay, so the market was in an uptrend, right? And this, what it says, TSL, that's trailing stop long. Okay, so I entered over here because sometimes I use that as a re-entry. Okay, if I'm not in any trade, I can use that as a re-entry, right? Because right, it's 1445. It was this entry right here, right? So I had entered over here before. Market went back down, and then it gave me a trailing stop loss, right? Meaning, if I would have still be on this trade from way over here from the first entrance here, right? The wave long. This is the main entrance point, okay, to the long side. This is a trailing stop, right? So you move your stop over here. You enter over here, stop loss maybe over here. When you get this signal here that says trailing stop long, then you move your stop loss behind the CMA over here, right? This is another entry, boom. And then it tells you over here to trail your stop loss again, okay? So that's the idea. Sometimes I can use that as an entry if I'm not in the trade already. That's why I created a separate strategy on Tradeify to us not only track the performance of the main entries, but also track the performance of the trailing stop entries, okay? So this one didn't work out, as you can see, and it makes sense because the market has been in a very strong uptrend, and sometimes it just goes back down, okay? Especially when the New Year sessions open, it's just whew. So that's it, right? That's the other entry. Boom, that one went against me, and on that one I lost $95. Okay, so that one was a loss. Okay, the next trade was a short on what strategy is this? Candle speed. So let's go to candle speed template on TradingView, and this entry was at candle is this 1600. Okay, so 1600, 18. Oh, I remember this one. I entered this one based on the not the high Kinachi chart, but the regular candles chart. Okay, on the 16, this candle right here. Okay, this candle right here. Okay, so we go over here, 1745, and it said the entry was at 16 on the 1600. Yeah. Wait a minute. This one was a short. Okay. No, that's not it then. Wait a minute. I enter at 1600. 16. What the fuck? 1600. 1630. 1645. This candle over here. Wait a minute. Let me go back. $1,500 candle. Okay. Yeah, no. Never mind. It was on the Heikin-Ashi chart, based on the Heikin-Ashi chart. This one right here. So when this candle closed, this 1545 candle closed, it printed that signal. I enter right on this candle, and boom, it went against me, right? So that was a loss. Okay, that was a loss. But if I split the chart in two, right? Let me see if this is the one. So this candle, this entry right here, is kind of controversial because the background, right? It's a short sign on with the candle speed indicator, right? But on the market flow chart, the background is still green, right? So you can see, the background is still green. So that's something I might take into consideration in the future, okay? So that was a loss, okay. And that one I lost $193, okay, with 3 micros. Next one after that, it was the long, which was on the, pretty sure is trailing stop entries. Okay, so it's probably I see. What time? 1630. Yeah, 1630. Okay, so Yeah, wait a minute. May 7, 1630. Yeah, this candle, right? This entry right here, okay? This entry, 1630. And this one, I entered over here, and I was up for a little while. You can see here, it went up a little bit, then it went against me, and I closed it right away, okay? I closed it right away. I entered over here, and I think I closed it on this candle. Once this Heikin candle closed below the moving average, right? Like the body itself of the Heikin closed below the moving average, that's when I closed it, okay? Um, so that was the second one, and this one I lost 43 bucks, okay? Said I was up on this trade actually $127 on this trade, but I ended up closing at $43.20 loss, okay? Okay. So let's go to the next trade. $302. Okay? Now this one ended up with 4 micros, but originally I entered with 2 because I am copying. This is I'm trailing this account. This is not my lead account. I'm entering with another account that's I'm only entering 1 micro and copying 2 to this account. Okay, and then I enter with 1 micro. This one copy 2 to this account, and then I add it again, and yeah, that's how I ended up with 4. Okay, but my max position should be 3 anyway. So this one was a strategy entry candle speed. Okay, so let's go switch back to candle speed. Okay, entry at let's put back in 15 minutes. First entry over here. No, yeah, first entry over here at 1800. 1800. Okay, wait a minute. Put this in regular bars real quick. Yeah, 1600. Yeah, once this candle close, right? So you see this candle over here. Right. This candle is a 1745 candle, okay? And once that candle close, right? This candle, I got the short signal on the not the regular bars, not the Heikin Ashi bar, but the regular traditional candlestick bars, right? I had the short with the candle speed indicator, right? That candle closed at it started at 1745, it closes at 1600, right? So that's why you see 1800 um, candle, right? So I entered there, and I added again on at 1815 on this candle. I added again on this pullback. Sorry, I added on this pullback, and then that's what you see. So this pullback candle over here, I added again, and I closed over here at the bottom. Okay, and then it kept going down. Okay, but I was out of there, 300 with the candle speed. Okay, now if you can actually see, had I entered with 3 micros from the get-go, this one would have been even bigger trade. But it is what it is. So short from here, this one worked out, and 43 points, right? So I got small paper cuts here and there, and then this one here almost takes everything back. Okay. Then I have another trade. 100, 141. Wait a minute. 141 short. This one was with market flow. So let's go to market flow. Entry. Oh, I said this one was a short, yeah. Yeah. Entry 15-minute short. entry. God damn it. 1915. Okay, so 1915. Yeah. So this candle over here, that's a wave short entry with the green, with the yellow triangle pointing down. Okay. This candle here started at 1900, closes at 1915, which is what I entered over here, and it went down. If I could put it on, went down from here, and I closed down here. Okay, approximately down here. That's when I closed, and that was it for the day. Okay, and that's how I ended up today. Yesterday with 132. Okay, got a few bad trades, but but a lot better than, yeah, because the first day should have been a green day, and it's just my trade management sucked, and should have been not $465 lost, but probably like 600 uh, green. Okay, I just messed it up. Anyway, what else? That's it. And today, so far, only one trade. Uh, I entered over here, but I'll cover this in more details on the next video for tomorrow. But I entered over here with this entry, this signal, right, for the market flow, and I got out. What the heck? Right there, here. Okay. I was anyway. That's for the next video. Because I might take more trades today. We'll see. But there's news coming up now in like 25 minutes, so I'm not touching the market until after that. And that's it. So once again, guys, the indicators is market flow, right? So you go on to search for indicators, you search market flow. It's this one over here by Ready Set Fire, okay? And then the other one is this one here, candle speed and acceleration, okay? Let me hide this one right here real quick. It's this one right here, okay? Now this one I have it on the chart on. You see the difference? You see how there was a short signal over here? That's why I generally only take the signals from the chart on Heikin-Achi. Okay, so if I switch back to regular, see this entry over here? This didn't trigger on the Heikin-Achi chart. You see that? So go with Heikin-Achi. Okay, I didn't enter over here because news was coming and I just got out of a trade over here, but I should have just stayed in this trade and take my 100 ticks TP instead of I got out like at 75, because the trade was going to like 75. I started to struggle, get to like 79, and I had moved my stop loss to 80. My stop loss, my take profit to 80 ticks, and it was just struggling to pass out, and then it went down a little bit to like 75 again. I said, you know what, I just closed it. I closed it for the day, and then right after that, it just went up and hit over 100 ticks. But yeah, so this indicator, candle speed and acceleration. Let me see if it shows candle speed. This one right here. Ooh, why is it not? Wait a minute. Is it this one? That's not it. Mm-mm. See, trading view is always the same. It's not showing it. I'll put the link in the description. But it's basically this one right here in my profile. Scripts is this one right here. And I do not know why it's not showing it when I search for it. Candle speed and acceleration. Plus moving average filter. It is published. That is weird. Really, this script is published as a closed source. However, you can use it freely and without any limitations. Let me click here. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I'll put the link in the description again so you guys can see it. Why is it not showing it though? That's weird. Let's search for it one more time. Oh, golly, there it is. Let me add it to favorites. This one. There it is. It does show it. There you go. Just copy and paste this, and it'll show. All right. So once again, now the account, you can see the balance. I'm bringing it back up from the first day that I messed it up a little bit. And now my balance on this account, you see 6622 is 49942. As you can see, I had to bring it to 3,000 in order to request the payout. So that's the goal. And I will request maximum payout, which I think is 2,000. And then I'll probably reduce my size to 1 or 2 micros to get to the next profit goal to get the second payout until I grow the balance up again and go back to trading with 3 micros. Okay, so this uh, indicators I'm using them on the 15-minute charts. I got more videos on here on YouTube explaining how I use them, and I go over the settings and whatnot. So if you guys are interested in that, go check it out. But other than that, I'll see you guys on the next video.